sat and listened to 2 talks this afternoon about diabetes, pre-diabetes, carbohydrates, and I allowed myself to go from regular normal bloods to pre-diabetic to diabetic, and I cut out my evening meals to make sure that I didn't go fully fledged diabetic again. So I'm a radiographer. I started my training in 1987, which means I've been in radiology for 38 years. And the patients that come in and they're born the same year as me, and I'll say, "Excellent year, madam." And they say, "You can't be born in 1969. I said, "Yes, I was born in 1969. So you look like you're in your 30s. I said, "Thank you so much." Because I am attempting to make sure that I don't end up like some of the celebrities we're going to talk about very, very quickly. So the reason why this young lady is sticking these stickers on the wall is because quite a number of celebrities that we all know have died of some of these conditions. Who do we know has died of a brain tumour? A guy from Birmingham, half Barbadian, half Jamaican. 5, 4, 3.
Afro from Montserrat.
Who?
Afro, the mighty Afro, hot.
He died of a brain tumour?
Yes.
Also, I was thinking of Benjamin Zephaniah. Yeah? So I don't want this to be a morbid session, I want this to be a session of awareness, okay? So what are the symptoms of brain tumour? Just one symptom of brain tumour. Headaches is one. So I worked with a radiographer, she was my student, and she started with some very strange behaviour which included showing her underwear in the department. So somebody knew something was wrong, and when they scanned her, it turned out that she had a brain tumour that she was not recoverable from. Now, I didn't get on very, very well with her, but when I heard that she had died, I was upset because radiographers should not die of brain tumours, right? My thinking. Somebody who's died of bone cancer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Felix Dexter, so he had multiple myeloma. Yeah? My aunt had multiple myeloma, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to get it. It's just one of those things that just drops in out of nowhere. Celebrity that died of or had breast cancer. Can we think of one? Just one. Somebody who sang, "I should be so lucky, lucky, lucky." There you go. Kylie Minogue had an issue where they found hers, but they found hers early. Yes?
I was going to say I didn't know she died.
No, she hasn't died. I'm trying to pick the ones that didn't die as well as the ones that have, but try not to make it too morbid. But another radiographer friend of mine, she noticed, and there are children in the room, so I'll try and keep it as polite as possible. She noticed that her anatomy, instead of her anatomy facing this way on each side, her anatomy started to turn in. So what was happening in the breast? I'm going to pass this around. I'd like these back, please. They're very expensive and very important. She did her own self-examination after she realized that her anatomy was shifting inwards, and she realized that that was a symptom. Now, how many of us know, ladies, and gentlemen, because gentlemen are susceptible to it as well, when we stand in the mirror and we look at ourselves, one of the signs is dimpling. Sometimes it's an obvious lump. Sometimes there's discharge. But sometimes the women will not find it because some women are very reticent to do their own self-examination. On Monday, I've got a mammogram, and I'm very excited about having that because my last 3 mammograms have been clear. And I'm happy that they've been clear. A friend of mine, another radiographer, therapy radiographer, she knew that her mother had breast cancer, twin sister had breast cancer, other sister had breast cancer, and in 2015, what did she hear?
Breast cancer.
Right. So it took her 8 years to demise to the actual diagnosis that she had. And being a therapy radiographer, she knew what was going to come. But she was coming up against people that looked like us that said, no, drink some bush tea. Yeah? Pick this berry, go to this island and go and pick this berry, pick this leaf, boil it, and your cancer will go. It doesn't work that way. As much as people hate using chemicals and radiation, radiation is a very, very necessary part of your recovery and diagnosis.
Excuse me, why do they stop testing with the people under the age of 70?
Because, sorry?
Good question.
Because the breast tissue has got to a point where if you're not taking HRT, there's no estrogen feeding the breast tissue that's likely to cause it to develop into something else. But they leave it